Hello. Due to the large response of people on my post when I posted about our electrical sales numbers, I thought I would just send out a quick video explaining a little bit about the program and what I can do to help people. Little background on myself. Some of you might know who I am, some don't. I own an electrical HVAC and plumbing company. We're going to do about 15 million revenue. We have 4 locations. I started them from the ground up. I'm an electrician by trade. And I started a company called Boys Electric. I was the only technician. I answered the phones. I did the marketing. I did everything. And I built it to a $15 million 4-location model as of today, anyway. We're looking to grow. But I've been through every part. I've been from $0 all the way to 15 million and everywhere in between. I've had 1 truck, 2 trucks, 15 trucks, and 120 trucks. So I kind of know every level of where you're currently at, unless you're larger than that. And also, I'll quick give you a rundown of what we're doing, and then if this sounds like something you want to move forward with, we can talk more. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Okay, so I'm just going to run through this quickly. Basically, with this model, there's an advanced, a graduate, a middle, and an entry. What that basically means is if you have 6+ trucks, this model can work for you. If you are a one-man operation with 1 truck, this model can also work for you with some tweaks and everything in between. So don't think I'm too small to do this or I have too many people to do this. There's a spot to get this sales model to work. Generally, how the call works, the CSR books the call by call or sales manager or division manager dispatches the call of the technician and starts the virtual ride-along communication process. The technician gets dispatched to the job and marks arrived in the virtual ride-along channel. Within 30 minutes of arrival, the technician inserts certain vitals into the channel. Depending on the trade, there's different vitals. Airflow, voltage drop, water quality, et cetera, et cetera. The call-by-call person verifies the information and alerts the sales manager if needed. And the sales manager might be the owner, might be a manager, doesn't matter, we can give that label to anybody. A single job repair is proposed. This is usually some type of a diagnostic to the customer, but it could be a small repair or a smaller job. The technician and the sales manager, whoever that is, game plan of what is needed. If the single job is sold, the call-by-call dispatches a field supervisor. If you don't have a field supervisor yet, I would help you find one and train them, as well as a sales manager. If the single job technician does not sell, the manager gets on the phone with the homeowner and he sells the single job over the phone. The field supervisor is dispatched out to the home, and they arrive to the home, verifies the system's vitals through the virtual ride-along channel. The sales manager game plans the packages for the repair, and then if option sells, the dispatcher gets the install crews out there. If an option does not sell, the sales manager gets on the phone with the homeowner and closes the deal. If the sales manager cannot close the phone, a live return visit is set up. So I know that's a lot of information and it looks extremely complicated, but it's not as complicated as it sounds. It can be done with 1 person, 2 people, 3 people. However, the way the model is set up has been insanely successful. As of right now, in June of 2023, every time one of our electricians set foot in a house, it was a $5,000 sale on average. That includes the large jobs, that includes the $0 tickets, everything averaged together. And we're doing this in 4 different locations. I'm also training 3 other companies throughout the United States on the same process. I don't know anybody else who has a sales process that works even close to this so far. My top selling guy in June sold $218,000 using this model in 1 month, electrical, no generators. Wield real results, which I kind of told you, but I'll get into this. It is much harder than you think to implement. I know I rattle a lot off. It sounds complicated. There's a lot of small parts and pieces to it. I will help you through those by training your team live over Zoom and training you as a business owner. There's a ton of training going through it. Like I said, once implemented or running successfully, you should be able to run 1.5 to 3 single jobs a day. Those should turn into a field supervisor visit. When it's implemented and running properly, a field supervisor should sell 1 out of 3 jobs a day minimum. And then you have an install crew working every single day because you have somebody selling 1 job every single day. And so it's consistent, it's scalable, it's repeatable, which is extremely important in a business. So an example is if you have 6 calls on the board, 3 of them should be field supervisor visits, and a minimum of 1 of those should sell to an install crew. If you have a minimum of a $2,000 average blended sale between all 6 calls for a total of $12,000 a day, you would sell $12,000 a day. It was equal to $3.1 million in revenue for the year, with a possibility of $93,000 in direct manager wages for the year. My company is running at a $2,000 to $5,000 blended average. What does that all mean? That means that if you have 3 electricians in your business, and 1 of those does not need to know much about electrical at all, 1 also doesn't need to know much about electrical at all, but they have to be very good communicators with customers, and you need a very good installer, you can make this model happen. Yes, with 3 people, you can do $3.1 million in revenue, assuming you follow my system, assuming you implement what I tell you to do, and assuming you have enough service calls to fill the funnel. Let me know if you want any more information. That's the quick gist of it. Thank you.